Welcome to the ArmaniTalks podcast. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this podcast, I'm helping you level up your 5 soft skills: public speaking, storytelling, social dynamics, emotional intelligence, and creativity. 5 soft skills for you to change your life forever, skyrocket your confidence along the way. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about this recent Katt Williams interview with Shannon Sharpe that's going viral. Now, for full transparency, I have not watched the full interview yet. However, I've seen a lot of the clips and I've seen a lot of the aftermath of the interview. Long story short, what's happening is that Katt Williams, a famous comedian, he disappeared for a long time from the public consciousness. And as of late, he did this interview with Shannon Sharpe. And within this interview, he aired out a lot of Hollywood's dirty secrets. And this is causing individuals like Cedric the Entertainer, Ludacris, Steve Harvey, and much more to clap back, to explain their side of the position. I think the number one thing to understand from all of this is that Katt Williams, in my opinion, he was a very sad story because I believe he is one of the funniest comedians out there. Now, granted, there's some criticism that he curses a little too much, but if you really hear what he's saying, his ability to notice things and deliver it, and very quickly too, by the way, there's a lot of times he'll just make fun of folks on the spot. His ability to think fast, this just makes him great. And in 2007, he was seen as that next big comic. But time and time again, what would happen with Katt was that he would just keep getting in trouble. He would keep going to jail. He would be very violent, and he was unpredictable. So rather than Katt Williams getting his next big opportunity, Kevin Hart did. Kevin Hart is not as funny as Katt Williams, in my opinion, but he's a way harder worker, and he was way more reliable than Katt Williams was to the studios. But I just thought it was so strange that Katt Williams came back to life almost 2 decades later. It just goes to show that you never want to just create enemies for no reason and think, okay, well, this guy, he's obscure right now. Because with the internet, obscure people can suddenly become overnight sensations in a matter of hours. So that's one thing to understand. Another thing to understand is that just because Katt Williams is saying it with a serious, confident voice does not make it true. I find it baffling that so many folks are just like, wow, I can't believe Katt Williams said X, Y, and Z about Ludacris. I guess it's true. And they're acting as though that everything that Katt Williams said in that interview is true, completely forgetting that this man is a comic, he's an entertainer, and number 2, he's not the most reliable source. This guy has been to jail over 30 times. So yes, I guess there are morsels of truth within that interview, but I think it should be viewed as entertainment versus, wow, he has exposed all of these folks. I don't necessarily know if he's exposing everyone. Let's at least hear their side of the story before we dig their own graves. But these are the 2 insights that I learned. 1, you never know when obscure people can come back to life in a networked world. And number 2, people really will believe whatever as long as someone says it with a confident voice. Thank you very much for joining the ArmaniTalks podcast, and I'll catch you next time.